something to draw out Zol. Something worth feeding on.
I'm not sure I want to know what a monster god feeds on.
Power. And we've intercepted Red Legion transmissions about a new fragment of the Traveler that splintered off during Gaul's assault. Zol won't be able to resist its light.
It's the Taken. They're jamming me.
The Taken? Are they after the fragment?
It doesn't matter. Clear them out.
Well, hello again. Welcome back to my glorious Warmind adventure. So, really quick, remember in my last video how I mentioned the Taken? Yeah, well, apparently their ears were burning because these sporadic bastards are taken. These things are literally the space roaches of destiny, I swear. Just look at them. You could be shooting at one of them and then it splits into 2 or 3 more. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, but I will explain more about the Taken, the Hive, the Fallen, the Vex, and the Cabal in future videos. Just so you guys are up to date on everything I'm shooting in my stories. So as you heard, Commander Angry Smurf wants me to find a fragment of the Traveler. So that's a good segue into who the Traveler is. So the Traveler is a huge white spherical creature that came to Earth a really long time ago. Like a really, really long time ago. More than a century, actually. And lucky for us, he came in peace. Yay! So the story goes, with the assistance of the Traveler, humanity was able to begin colonizing the entire solar system. This started what was known as the Golden Age. Sounds pretty cool, right? It was the greatest time in human history. But the Traveler has enemies. More specifically, an enemy called the Darkness. Now, how ominous does that sound? The Darkness showed up to our solar system and just began attacking humanity. Very similar to how I'm attacking these Taken. Okay. It was a bit worse than that, but you get the picture. The Traveler stepped in and fought back the Darkness and saved humanity, but was seriously injured in the process. Then it began to go into some form of stasis, but before he went completely dormant, he sent out the Ghost to find Guardians. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I became a Guardian. And how I ended up with Nolan. And don't worry, you will see exactly how Nolan and I met in another video, I promise. So that is an extremely brief description of the Traveler. We don't know a whole lot about him, but the powers we have come from our connection to it. So the shard that Zavala wants me to find is a small piece that broke off from the Traveler during the Red War. I will be covering the entire Red War campaign in another flashback series, but this shard is big enough to give off a good amount of power to anyone who controls it.
I've got a lock. The fragment is nearby, but the readings are inconsistent with other pieces of the Traveler.
Zavala, assuming this fragment bait plan works, how do you expect to take down Zol without Rasputin?
I won't have this discussion again.
I can tell you without a doubt, Rasputin is the only way to stop Zol. We need the Valkyrie.
We've won against impossible odds before, without Rasputin.
As much as I hate agreeing with Zavala, he does have a point. Anna's faith in Rasputin doesn't make a whole lot of sense considering she just met the thing. The Valkyrie is a pretty cool party trick, but I wouldn't say we absolutely need it to take down any enemy we're facing. I mean, I'm not using it now, and I seem to be just fine. I would ask the Taken if they think I need assistance, but They're dying too fast for me to ask them for a quick survey of my progress. But I think I will just let Zavala and Anna hash this out amongst themselves. It's not like either of them have asked me what I think about the situation. Even though I'm the one out here having to deal with all this nonsense. But whatever.
The Taken have projected some kind of shield around the fragment. I don't think we can get through.
There might still be a warsat left in Earth's orbit. Let me see if I can adjust its trajectory.
We've got incoming.
Stay where you are. I'm using your position to lock on with the warsat.
Understood.
Stay where I am? Did she really just say stay where I am? See, Anna, I thought we had something special. But I see how it is. And no, what do you mean, understood? I really don't think you should get a vote since you live in my back pocket at all. And, kinda don't have to worry about being shot at. Luckily, they're taking on a very hard enemy to take out. See what I did there? I'm sorry, I won't do that again. But there are a lot of them. Strength in numbers and all that. But I guess we will see how this goes. Please, sit back and enjoy the carnage.
Warsat armed and in position. Requesting orbital support.
Anna, how did you get it to fire?
I asked him. Rasputin was created to help humanity. He listens to me.
This time the war mind listened. But are you ready to shoulder the burden the day it doesn't? Guardian, secure the piece of the Traveler and get back to Mars. It is time to go to war with a god. If we find the place where this godworm feeds, we can use the Traveler's fragment to draw out Zol.
I've been running some scans. There's a cavern that intersects with one of Zol's tunnels.
Zavala, listen to me. I studied the logs. Rasputin was barely able to stop Zol the first time.
Guardians, I'm getting some kind of interference. I can't make sense of it.
I hear it too. Give me a minute to analyze the signal. Maybe I can figure out what it is.
Well, it's nice to be back on Mars shooting at the Hive again. Those Taken. Oh, they were really starting to get on my nerves. And just look at how happy the Hive are to see me. Aww, did you guys miss me? I bet they miss me. Alright, I'll play with you guys. But make sure when I throw my bullets at you that you catch all of them, okay?
The interference is getting worse, but I'm starting to pick up a pattern. Do you hear it, Anna?
I'll need more data to be sure, but yeah, I'm thinking it might be an encoded message.
Interference, huh? We're in a cave, you guys. It could just be that we have terrible cell service down here. You know?
Those crystals are surging with energy. They must be using them to gather power to feed Zol.
Is that your professional opinion, Nolan? I didn't realize you were such an expert on hive crystals. Oh, I get it. You've been taking night classes on floating hive crystals and just didn't tell me until now. Oh, nope. Or maybe you have a hive pet rock that you've been taking care of. Nolan, I swear, never ceases to amaze me.
The energy in this relic is volatile. Try throwing it at the crystal. It looks like the hive have been busy down here.
Keep going. According to scans, there's a large chamber where all the tunnels intersect. That makes it the most likely spot for Zol's feeding ground.
I actually agree with you for once, Nolan. The tunnels in this cave are pretty massive and seem to go down really far. I wonder what that means.
Look at the size of these tunnels. Zol must be immense.
Meaning Zol is stronger than we thought.
All the more reason to take it down now.
So Anna assumes Zol is really powerful because of his size. Goes to show what she knows. Oryx and Crota were both fairly normal size for the hive, and both of them slaughtered hundreds of other creatures. We Guardians managed to defeat both of them, and we didn't have Rasputin there to help us then either. So I'm fairly confident that we will be able to take out this worm god without too much of a problem. But like anything else, I could be wrong. Zol could actually be a real threat and end up mollywopping us all to sleep. I mean, how ironic would it be if I come limping back to the tower and everyone's like, "What happened to you?" And I have to tell all of them, I got beat up by a big old worm. Not fun.
They were chanting in an archaic form about a priest, Nokris, and how he was labeled a heretic.
What could possibly qualify as heretical for the hive?
Something about resurrection.
So the hive have a problem with resurrections, huh? Well then, that might be why they hate us so much. Resurrections are like literally all we do, like all day, every day.
This is some kind of holy space. They're readying another offering for Zol.
Nice. I've had this on my bucket list for as long as I can remember. I get to break up a high ritual offering ceremony thing. I guess I can finally scratch that off my list. You ever notice how the hive aren't ever shocked that I just show up and start shooting at them? No, like seriously. They kinda just turn, look at me, and then just yell and start shooting back. I wonder if they have a wanted poster of me up somewhere in like a tavern or bar. I wonder if Hive have bars. Lots of questions. And what are they doing when they aren't doing rituals and stuff? Or sacrificing, or making obelisks things, or whatever it is that they do. I mean, like, what do they do for fun? I mean, could you, like, imagine if there was a hive soccer team? How funny would that be to see a group of thrall kicking one of those glowing orbs down a field? I think I'd honestly watch that. It sounds hilarious. And yes, I know that I missed my throw of that orb a second ago. Don't judge me. There was a lot going on, I was shooting, and, you know, it happens.
The feeding ground is right below us.
I've decoded the interference pattern. Akka, Ire, Yule, Those are names, Guardian. Ancient, powerful names. This is more than...
Anna!
Well, there went our cell service finally.
That's not Zol.
Yes, Nolan. I can see this isn't Zol. Thank you for once again pointing out things that are right in front of me. So this horrible looking guy is Nokris, the second son of Oryx the Taken King and brother of Crota. So from what I've heard, this guy is a black sheep of sorts being cast out by his father for pursuing knowledge over combat strength. So he's definitely got some daddy issues. Ironically enough, we Guardians took out its father and brother, as I said previously. So I guess he's choosing now to make his move for the throne. I guess he teamed up with Zol so they could rule the galaxy together, but unfortunately for him, I came into work today. Apparently he didn't get the memo because he's not making it out of here alive, but I give him credit for making it this far at least. Kudos. Oh, he's going to be one of those guys, trying to postpone his demise by shielding himself. This does make my job a bit harder, and it takes a little longer, but the results will be the same. Quick side note though, I haven't missed the floating crystals with the orbs lately. Just figured I'd throw that out there if anyone was still feeling a little judgment from that miss I did earlier. Alrighty, time's up, big boy. See you in the afterlife.
There, in the center. That's where we can place the fragment.
Are
Nolan, a little help, please.
Thank the light.
Zol is heading directly for the Clovis Spray facility and Rasputin. If Rasputin dies, the Javelin goes with him. Zol wins.
Very well. And my reservations about the war mind aren't as important as defeating Zol. We do this together. What do you say, Guardian?
We say it's about time.